Okay, so this is another video about the web chat control messages, new functionality inside web chat. So we've traditionally only had this web chat component. In the last video, we showed you how this web chat component, you could pass data to this web chat component from Stubber and allow it then allow it to influence the page that you're on. So basically from Stubber, you could pass messages through, and we would pass data through, and we would call a function on your page, and you could do with whatever you wanted with that data. So you could influence the page, re-render components. So what we're talking about today is this loopback function. And what this gets triggered every time you chat on the web component, and we'll show you what that allows. So every time you chat over here inside the web chat, you can run a function on your page. Why would you want to do that? So you might want to pass contextual data from your page back into Stubber. So what you want to do is you want to say every time the person says something in the page over here, right, you want to know what is he looking at. That's one option where you could use this, right? And so basically every time we send a message from the web chat component, we allow you to hook into a function and pass additional data in from the page that you want to do. So for example, I'm going to put a readable value in here. I'm going to put a readable value in there called Apple. And if I say, I'm just going to say just browsing, right? And we're going to go and look where that Apple, so as I put just browsing, the web chat component called the function, read this out and passed this additional data back through to me. And we can see how that looks over here. I'm just going to do this. So you can see this is the stuff we're chatting on. You can see there's my just browsing message, right? But if we look inside the data over here, you'll see there's a web chat control event, additional data point. And inside here, there's my Apple value in the page, right? And so you can build this up as complex as you want. If you look inside our page data over here, right? This is the handle page control function. We pass the message object inside here, and this message object is the full message object we're going to send back to the server. So you can do anything with it. You can even customize or change the message that the actual person typed into the message box. But all we're doing is we're getting that readable value, and we're just putting it inside some data point here, right? I can change this. Let's change this and make this, for example, my favorite fruit, something like that, right? And so if you do that now, right, every time I say hi over here, wait, let's just put a pair over there. I'm going to say hi again. So when we see hi again over here, let's go and get that stub. We can see at this hi again, we can see what data got passed through. In the web chat control event, you can see the favorite fruit pair over there. And so you can use this. This is obviously a very simple way. All we're doing is reading out this. But what you could do is you could take a screenshot. You could capture a screenshot, use JavaScript to capture a screenshot, pass that through so that the AI actually knows what the person's looking at, right? You could maybe take the URL that they're on so that you understand which part of the website they're chatting to you. You could take any kind of contextual data and pass that along with the message so that you can see what the person that's chatting to you is actually seeing on the web page you're on. So it's a loop function essentially. Every time just before as the person pushes send on the web chat component, we call your function and we wait for the return, and you allow you to enrich the message that we're going to send through to the Stubber side, and you will have access to that enriched data on the stub. If I was navigating on a website looking for TVs, and I was actually on the page with the TVs, 55-inch TVs, for example, as I clicked chat and I said hi, we could have passed that data through to the AI and said, look, the customer is currently looking at 55-inch TVs, and the AI would first message off the bat would have said, I see you looking with TVs, can I help you make a decision? So that's a real world example of how we can do this. So the implementation of this on the component, once again, is you just do this page control hook and you name whatever function you want to be that loop function that we call. So when you initialize your component, so you defined your own function, and then inside the component you just name that function for us, handle page control, and that would be this function that we sort of loop in and out before we send any messages from the web chat component.